over, but you know, when you're full of love, Valentine's Day is every day. In fact, when you are in love and you love people you're with, Valentine's Day is throughout the year. And that is what our guest this afternoon tries to spread, and that is spreading the love among married couples. And this is very interesting. I'd like us to talk to him right about now. Steve Cooper of Hitched Media. Hello and welcome to Kababayan.
Hi, thank you. It's a pleasure.
So I said, you know, it's very interesting because your premise for starting Hitched Media is really something very refreshing, and that is...
Well, we are a marriage lifestyle publication, so there's so many websites and books and things out there that are dedicated to finding the person that you love. Dating. Yes. There's tons of information about trying to find that perfect man or woman. But when it comes to, and as well as planning your perfect wedding, and so much emphasis gets put onto the wedding planning portion of it, it's as soon as you get married, then it's like, well, you're on your own.
Right. And what happens after? Yeah. What happens now? Yes, yes.
So we supply that happily ever after information, so couples can stay engaged going forward.
And just to make it clear, this is not religion-based too.
No, this is not religiously based.
So scientific explanations, tips from trends and numbers and statistics?
Yeah, we have lots of therapists. We cover the whole gamut. So we talk about family, in-laws. We have experts, psychologists, various therapists, etiquette experts, sexologists who have doctorates in sexology.
Interesting. And you mentioned in-laws. Is it really that difficult to get along with in-laws?
For some people,
I hear that a lot.
Yeah, for some people it is. Some people, they love their in-laws, and in some cases they might even love their in-laws more than their own parents because of their tough upbringing. But you know, it's a very common complaint though with married couples. But
a common tip, however, for couples, if you want to stay married, you have to have date nights. Correct?
Yes, absolutely. So a new study came out from the Pew Research Center, and it said that couples who spend couple time, which is once a week, going out on date nights, have reported to having 3.5 times more marital happiness than couples who did not do that.
And we hear about that a lot. Date nights is a must. Date nights is a must. But how do you spend that precious time together? And your first tip here is don't spend the date where you don't speak with each other. So movie theaters.
Yeah, so movie theaters is such a common date night, right? Yeah, but the thing that happens with movie theaters is it goes dark and then you get quiet and you don't communicate, and there's no connection, there's no bonding that happens on going to a movie date night. So we recommend, if you do a movie, I mean, my wife and I love going to the movies, plan some time before or after, maybe some coffee or something after the fact or beforehand or dinner.
To talk to each other.
Yeah, to talk to each other.
What about try to find something new, something that the two of you have never done before? What is a GPS scavenger hunt?
Okay, so I love this idea. It's also called geocaching, but basically what you do is there's a lot of websites and different resources out there, and they'll give you a coordinate of where a hidden treasure is, and it's usually nothing very fancy or elaborate. It's usually just some little trinket, and you punch into your GPS device. It could be a phone, it could be in your car, and you basically drive and try to find, or walk and try to find whatever this little trinket is.
Interesting. But where do you find that? Is it an application that you download, or is you pay for? Do you pay for that?
No. It's absolutely free. If you go onto the web and you just search geocaching or a GPS scavenger hunt, you'll get tons of resources.
Oh, okay.
And we actually have an article that explains how to go about doing this on our website.
And that is nice because you challenge yourselves and you get to accomplish something together.
Yeah, so I mean, this is something new that you guys get to do that you probably neither of you have never done before, and it can be a really exciting thing, and you'll have a story to tell, and you can tell your friends about how much fun you guys had, and you can even do this with friends too.
And you know what? Filipinos love to eat, and this is another interesting tip that you have, which is strip of restaurants?
Yes, so I love to eat too. I actually don't even vacation anywhere unless it's where good food is going to be at. So yeah, this idea is you find a long strip where there's multiple restaurants within walking distance, and you start off, you go to one restaurant and have maybe a starter drink, and then you go and have an appetizer, and then you go to the next restaurant and you have the main course and then dessert and after dinner.
So restaurant hopping.
Yeah.
Seems interesting, and we have more tips when we return on the show. Don't go away.